we count getting lost in the previous games for each individual video. It's more like part 30 or something. Yeah, it's good to have you. I 100% agree, Chaos. Thank you so much for your support, even just hanging out. Lucky to have picked you up in Zelda. That's one of the things that when that playlist functionality comes out, probably the first playlist I'm going to put together, I'm going to upload all my Zelda videos and just run those all the time when I'm offline. Such a wide variety of gamers that do you really know anyone who doesn't like Zelda? And if you do, why do you consider yourself knowing them? Why haven't you defriended them? Yeah, this game's quite a bit harder to get lost in. I think that it seems like Echoes is pretty unique in that regard with how tricky it is to find everything. Link to a nearby command terminal, sure. Can I scan these things? Not a logbook, though. Alright, here we go. Oh, you never played Zelda? Are you feel like Zelda is distasteful, Sean? I'm not saying that everyone has played Zelda, but that I don't know anyone who dislikes Zelda, who has played it and says, no, I'm not a fan. Yeah, good to have you. One of these points, I have to go through my list. I've got some people on my follow list. I need to double check where I got them from. I've got some of the more hardcore viewers. I try to keep track of what game they came in on. I don't always remember. Phase I play can only be destroyed by projectiles. It fires. This is one where you don't always want to Z-target. I think they added that a little bit more in this game since you had the manual aiming. Oh, I see. It's a reflect fight. Again it. Some shoulder things are back. What are we doing? I think it's just the purple ones that I can deflect. Shoot your purple magics at me. Hits him, but it's not doing a lot of damage. Oh, I can. Oh, I see. After I break it, then I can shoot him and try to actually kill him. I get it. Okay. Good thing I noticed that, or that fight would have taken a really long time. Yeah, what Zelda games did you play, Sean? Ah, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Have you played any of the 2D Zeldas before? Have you played, like, Link to the Past? That is interesting, though. Hold on, my cat is trying to eat my classic controller. Ben, no. My kitty you done fucked up now spray. That's super interesting. So, I guess I need to amend my statement. Well, I think my statement's still true. I don't know anyone who hates Zelda, who's like, man, forget those games. People who aren't, like, really grabbed by Zelda, but... more in a, territory. It's alright, I guess. Ocarina of Time is a little bit tougher. I think, as like I said, I've said before that Ocarina of Time is a more important game than it is a good game, even though it is a good game. It's one of those, like, you kind of need to have the context of having played it right when it came out, and it was crazy and shiny and new at the time. In a lot of respects, it's sort of like going back and watching something like, you know, Citizen Kane or one of the old spaghetti westerns that you go back and you watch it now and you're like, man, this movie's full of cliches, and it's like, yeah, but it's the reason those cliches exist. Again, I think a game like Link to the Past has aged a little bit better, where that game is just as good today. It's not so much that it's more important than it is good. Yeah, I feel the same way with effects. It's interesting to just think about. Let's get out of Dodge, huh? There's this great comic that summarizes how I feel about video games. See if I can find it here. My wife posted. This is how I like interacting about video games with people. I feel like we need more people on the internet to talk this way. Just like some people don't like spicy food, you know, some people don't like vegetables. People have different tastes when it comes to games, and that's okay. My 12-year-old nephew struggles with this a lot. If I tell him that I don't like a certain kind of game, that like that really fucks with him. If I'm like, dude, I don't like Mario Party, it's like, it's okay if you like Mario Party. I personally am not a fan. Wouldn't want to play it.
Doesn't look good. The pirate attack has knocked out our generators and disabled the planetary defense system. This cannon was our only weapon capable of taking out orbiting ships. We need you and the other hunters to get the generators back online and restore power to the cannon so we can repulse this assault.
Sounds good, Peter.
Good hunting.
Getting a map. First thing that happens. Oh, I guess it's not a map, but it's just telling us where to go next. People like Mario Party, man. Kids like Mario Party. Posted that Penny Arcade comic enough times. Oh, I don't like Gary's mod, which I feel bad about because it's just like free fun. Ooh, GFS Enkidu. That's named for the dog companion. Well, no, the young male friend, possibly lover of Gilgamesh, the Sumerian hero. But Enkidu is treated as a dog character in the Final Fantasy series. Hydra multi-turret. Oh, they can always draw on mythology to name stuff. Whoa. Can y'all not shoot at me? I still have a scar on my palm from where I got a blister from Mario Party 1. Here, shoot our door. Yeah, I'd say this is the most un-Metroid part of the game. I'd agree with that, Spiky. People talking to you, giving you maps. Right? Monopoly has, I mean, it's RNG based, but there is some skill. Grapple Lasso, cool. Move the nunchuck forward to fire, god damn it. Planet Norion. Getting lore. Elevator systems online. Sure. Yeah, I think these are pretty tasteful uses of the Wiimote. It didn't just feel like waggle for waggle's sake. It was usually beneficial to your immersion. Monopoly, okay, so I have a complex opinion of Monopoly. In general, I don't like it as a board game, but I recognize the reason most people don't like Monopoly as a board game is because they're playing it wrong. There are two very bad decisions you can make in Monopoly. One is to use the free parking house rule that everybody loves, which is where whenever money is supposed to leave the game through something like a tax, you put it under free parking. And then if someone lands on free parking, they get all the money that's under there. It sounds like it's a fun mechanic, but it's very, very bad. Like, from a game design perspective, the purpose of those spaces is to remove money from the game and make the game go faster. But when you don't have that, When money's not ever leaving the game, it makes the game take that much longer, which is one of the people's main complaints with it. Oh, cast an jump forward, sure, and pull it back. Cool. That's a fun mechanic. The other problem is that technically the rules say that if someone lands on a property and chooses not to buy it, it immediately goes up for auction for everybody else to bid on it and eventually buy it, which gets the properties on the board covered way faster. Most people don't acknowledge that rule. People have done Monopoly online before, that's crazy. I like free parking means you go wherever you want. That's less broken. It still makes it a useful square, not a useless square. But yeah, removing free parking is critical if you're going to enjoy Monopoly. I don't like it as a board game. Like, if you've read into the history of Monopoly, it was created as not a joke, but like a way to point out how ridiculous capitalism is. It was saying, see how quickly this spirals out of control and snowballs and is unfun for all the other players. Like, hey, this is actually kind of a fun game for the person who wins. Fatal wounds from friendly fire, huh? And you can't target these guys. This is all about use the Wiimote smartly. Oh, Fortune Street, gotcha. Yeah, what's Fortune Street about? Is that like an attempt to do a balanced Monopoly or something? I've never heard of it before. Oh, I need a weapon upgrade. Cool, I get to learn to weld later. Deals and trades are fun. And you should play Settlers of Catan, which takes that concept and does it in a balanced way. I feel like a good board game needs to address the problem of snowballing leads. It's frustrating in a game when someone starts winning early on and you can't overtake them. So a lot of really, really good recent board games, especially European board games, tend to include a catch-up mechanic like that. Or a way for all the other players to realize who's in the lead and work together to screw them over to give people time to catch up. Morph ball. Yeah, you gotta play Settlers of Catan. If you've never played... Catan is considered by some people to be the best board game ever. It's not... I think that's a pretty strong statement, but it is an amazing board game. It's very well balanced. It's always fun to play. I'd say it revolutionized board games. Catan is more important than it is good. Interesting. I'm gonna be careful crossing that. Do you say Catan? Huh. I've always said Settlers of Catan. Risk is tricky. Risk has the Monopoly problem where the game can last way too long. So if you can find a version of it that has like a turn limit, where you can play Small World, which is kind of like, let's do Risk for the modern age. Ben, my cat is like on top of a cupboard here. Let me see if I can show you this. If you look in the bottom right corner. Look at this son of a bitch. He's up there and he's trying to open all my kitchen cabinets because he's trying to get food. I just fed him. You heard me get up to go feed him, right? Put this thing back. Son of a bitch. So if you hear loud cabinet opening noises, it's him trying to scavenge for waffles, right? I really need to set up a Ben cam. He's doing shit around the apartment the whole time I'm streaming, and most of it's just off camera. That's the way we came. Let's go this way. If you like drafting and Magic, you should check out Dominion. Is a cool game. And a newer game called Seven Wonders that I played at TwitchCon with people. It's a really cool one. Basically, it takes the Magic drafting experience and removes Magic from it. Yeah. Have you heard of this Risk Legacy game? I haven't played it, but I've heard about it. I don't know if Leon's still in chat. He'll talk it up. It's this game where it's Risk, but every time you play the game, you like the results of the game get permanently added to the board with like permanent marker. So whenever you play it, it's changed in some way from what happened in the previous playthrough. It seems kind of a cool idea. Strong blast could destroy it. That counts as a strong blast, yeah. Sappy stuff in the area. Whoa. Interesting. These are new. Oh, I didn't get a chance to finish scanning it. Jump mine. Yep. Diplomacy. That sounds really cool. I think what are some other cool board games I've checked out recently? Splendor's another cool one. It's kind of got the drafting thing going on. Resistance is like a little slightly fancier Mafia, if you've played that before. Did I pass another red door earlier that was missable? I think I did, didn't I? Let me go back to it. Yeah, right, Kevy. It is a really cool idea, though, that whenever you play it, you permanently alter it. Be the kind of thing I'd like to see that as a computer game, so I can, like, keep the save file and then change it later if I need to. Right, see loot effects. Right, I'm going back. I thought there was a red door over here that I skipped, assuming it was inaccessible. Yeah. I was correct. And it's a map room, I think? Munchkin is fun, but it triggers my existential gaming dread really quickly. The, like, why am I doing this? What am I doing with my life feeling? The worst game for doing that is Cards Against Humanity. I can play that game for about 30 minutes and have a good time, but any longer than 30 minutes and I kind of want to die. This game is really pretty. Damn it, Ben. This area is very familiar. Even though it's been a long time since I played this game, I remember this area pretty well. This game's all about strafing while you shoot. It's cool, you can knock them off the edge. You can somewhat improve Cards Against Humanity experience, I find, by including an AI opponent. So, like, basically drawing some cards at random and seeing if they win the vote. Because if they win the vote, that means that your group's not very funny. If it's really just randomness that's winning at the end of the day, you don't really want that. I like this rips the shield off the enemy mechanic. It's pretty cool. Yeah, right, Sean. It can help if you do the randomness thing, I find. Homing attacks recommended. So, missiles? I don't have any homing attacks. Kaboom! Spleesh. Oh man, if I can do Twitch emotes, maybe I can do a kaboom and splish emote. I can see people actually using that on other channels. I need to find a way to do it that's not violating the Nintendo copyright. Shoot it in the face. Nice. Yeah, exactly, Sean. That's my problem with it. It's a fun game, but it doesn't. It just prolongs the inevitable. You're still going to get tired of it after like an hour, Sean. But it at least gives some. It gives everyone something to compare against. If you're like, God damn it, the fucking computer won again. I guess we're really not that funny. It really is just random which one makes us laugh the most.
These pirates are more fragile than they appear.
You have a cool voice, dude.
I just received word that the Federation is allowing all bounty hunters to use ship command devices. You should now be able to remotely command your ship and land it here. Don't forget to perform suit maintenance and data backup if you need.
Cool.
Generator A is just through those doors. While you head that way, I'll activate the generator on the west side. Between the two of us, this should be a breeze.
I like that dude. I like his cool powers. As much as this part of this game is frustrating to me from like a Metroid purist perspective, that it's violating the rule that Metroid necessarily must be lonely. It's cool in that it adds all this extra flavor to the realm, that like Samus is just one of many rad, unique bounty hunters in this game universe that has all kinds of cool, unique powers. Like his deal is, you know, he rides around on ice, like Iceman from the X-Men. So I think that's kind of neat. It fits Samus in the universe, that it's not this like big core of people that have similar abilities, you know, similar weapons, similar technology. Anyone who's cool in this universe has a bunch of unique stuff to them. It's almost like having a cast of mutants. Hey, one of these guys. What's up, buddy? Got our double jump. And they're going to take that away from us. Scan this thing. Flash will shoot the security optics to enable removal. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I can hear that, Johan. I don't remember, Spiky. I may have picked the... I think I just picked normal, just in the interest of time. Although this game seems quite a bit more chill in the way that the boss mechanics work. Like, it's like, once you figure out the mechanic, you've won the fight. Whereas in Metroid Prime 2, a lot of the time it's like, okay, figure out the mechanic and now like slog it out until you run out of ammo. Three rails are in place. Panel system is at red status. All kinds of stuff in here. Yeah, I feel like the game is designed to be simple, but that's almost a fault in it, Johan. If there were more things you could do, I'd like to see more iteration in its design, for example. Hey, what's up, buddies? What are these things? Oh, is this the bee fight from Metroid Prime 1? Jolly Roger drone. Whoa! Didn't mean to do that. Didn't think that would happen, actually. Didn't take a lot of damage, though. Oh, but they respawned. Okay. Thought I was gonna hit it. We got him. Now they keep respawning. Maybe not forever, though. Still one more. There it is. It's easier said than done. Got him. There we go. Do you see the same kind of issue in when you've played it, Johan? Have you played it in English or Finnish? I'm just curious if they like use exactly the same card, just translated directly if there's anything unique to your version. I want to cross here, right? Totally can just cross. That's good. Hey, Mine for Fish, how you been, man? Alright, let's check this out. Plasma generator, sure. That's what we came here for. In we go. There might not even be a translated version. Well, that answers my question then. Crossing back around, turn on the switch. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Sean. If you want to do random humor in like a party game setting, you should play Picture Telenary, which doesn't actually require a game. You get a stack of index cards, and you get pens for everybody.
Something big is happening up here.
I'll wait for this to finish.
What in the name of...
Oh man, cutscene. Whoa, what the hell is that? Some kind of hyperspace or something? It's like a Phazon meteorite. It's like a Reaper.
Samus is heading right at you. That's why the pirates disabled the defense system. They intend to smash this thing into Norion. Get that cannon back online, or everyone down there is as good as dead.
I'm on it. Let me go in here. No, is that what you want me to do? Alright, go get out of Dodge then. Yes, Picture Telenary is a combination of Pictionary and telephone. And here's how it works. You get a bunch of stacks of index cards, and you get a pen for each player. And then you give everyone a stack of index cards equal to the number of players. So if you have 5 people, everyone gets 5 index cards. And then you tell everyone, okay, think of any phrase you can think of. Write down the phrase on your index card. Once everybody writes down their phrase, they pass their stack of cards to the left. And the person who gets the cards then reads the phrase, moves the phrase to the back of the stack, and then draws what they think the phrase is supposed to look like on the next index card. After they finish doing the drawing, everyone passes their stacks to the left again. Now you look at the picture and you write down the phrase that you think the picture is supposed to be. And you repeat until it passes around to the very beginning. Once it passes to the beginning... Ooh, Ridley hype. Once you get back to the beginning, the person who wrote the phrase originally goes through and sees how it evolved from the beginning. So this is what I originally wrote. This is the picture that they drew. He shows it to the group. This is what this person thought it was. It's hilarious. It's always funny. Very rarely does it end up being what the person originally intended. Hey, save this guy's life. Are you gonna say anything?
There's some pirate traps up ahead.
Thank you. That shocks me. Like, really? Pirate troops here? Who would have thunk it? Yeah, it's so cheap to do. Just get a big stack of index cards. And, you know, like Cards Against Humanity, it gets pretty foul pretty quickly. People misinterpret things as penises, and very, very fun times, though. I think this was our map room from before, right? Yeah, no reason to come in here. Gotta go finish setting up the cannon. There is no actual timer, so I think we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna be playing this Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes game that came out on Steam the other day. I'll do that as a party game eventually as well. That looks like a lot of fun. We're gonna play it tomorrow night. Oh shit, I lucked out. It didn't push me into the damaging area. Close call. They've given us a couple mandatory upgrades in that path. Did I go in here already? Whoa! Get him, big mech buddy. That guy's pretty cool. Yeah, there might be different names for it, I guess. I've always called it picture telenary. Hunter Gore. Merging cybernetic body into large organism. But we saw him earlier and he was really tiny. Cool. That's awesome.
This one has finished, Bob. Go on ahead. I will stay here and protect the area. Proceed quickly to Generator C.
And reactivate the defense system before we're all vaporized. Go on. Get out of here.
I'm on it, buddy. Don't think I can bust these open yet. Right. Oh, maybe I can. Just say I've got different kinds of doors that are accessible with the same weapon. Showing off the Wii technology again.
Detected massive quantities of Phazon. It could be some sort of bomb.
Bomb. Shield Pyrotrigger, right? I fought these guys before. Oh, nice. Nicely done, guys. Proud of y'all. Weak to extreme cold. I don't have that yet. But I will. Actually, I bet you could set something up to do picture telenary on stream at some point. That might be a fun party game to do with viewers. If there's not some existing tool you could use for it. Let's go up. Come on. I think I'm going the right way. You kind of have to go one way to go the other way in here. It's a little confusing. Could jump down there. There's mines. Okay, they are the same jump mines. I wasn't 100% sure. Inactive power conduit. That's fine. That's the direction I'm going. Let's see if I can make this jump. No, that wasn't as hard as I was expecting. Why would I take this path? Oh, to get back up, I guess? Interesting. Okay. Maybe this is actually the only way down. And we're simulating Samus's ingenuity in solving puzzles, how she MacGyvers stuff. It's likely that the, building wasn't designed with her morph ball in mind. But from a game mechanics perspective, we have to have things that are specifically built for you to be able to get through them. And if you're imagining in your mind's eye the story of Metroid, Samus is using the tools available to her to, work through a facility. Whoa, that's kind of cool. Can you not, Ridley? Bomb him in the face. This is a neat mechanic, though. Very cinematic. This is a very, Half-Life thing to do. Okay, get out of dodge. It's also cool to introduce you to Ridley this early in the game. So when you inevitably eventually fight him later, you're better prepared for it. You have to hit him twice to get out of here. It's only his mouth that you can hit successfully. There we go. It's easier if you just let him bite you, especially in the mode where I'm not taking too much damage. Where are you at, Riddles? Well, let me go back. That's interesting. Probably intentional. Probably difficult for them to load that whole Ridley section, so they wouldn't want me to go backwards.
Generator B back online. If you need any help. Here they come again.
Alright. Weakened, it can probably be destroyed. Cool. Don't shoot me, bro. That's for ammo. Like. Looks like that's a save room. We can go ahead and hit it up. Why not? I like saving my game. Much as the next person. I like the cool glove she gets from the... It's not the grapple beam. The lasso? I think that lets her rip stuff off walls. Right. Down we go. One of these guys. Shoot, 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 shoot. There we go. Got it. They really improved their nunchuck controls after Twilight Princess. Like Twilight Princess, if you want to block with your shield, you have to like hold the nunchuck very precisely and move it forward. But I think after that game and some of the other games in that era, they were like, we can't do this. Like, we can't make really precise motions on a device that's not particularly precise. So then they're just like, just shake. If you move the nunchuck at all, it'll work.
So I'll let you get this generator back online. Thanks, Sammy.
Cool. At least Samus doesn't talk in this game, right? Does she have dialogue? Does she actually talk in Other M? Is that one of Other M's sins? Panel offline, or they'll say something similar. We don't have to fight stuff this time, which is exciting. Oh, they're all different. I wonder why. She does talk? God damn it. I think if there's a protagonist, I mean, I'm okay with the little text voiceovers in, what is it, Metroid Fusion, when you're going up the elevators and stuff. Ugh. Great. Long-ass monologues, though, I'm not okay with. Come on. It's getting confused. There we go. Samus should not be monologuing, is my esteemed opinion. Gotta work a little bit harder for this one, it looks like. Game made sure I saw all of that. Thank you, game.
Samus, our efforts to slow the meteor have failed. You must hurry.
I'm on it. Calm it down. Oh, that's cool, a little jet. And what does that do? Does some stuff, okay. As we progress further. I do like having to use the bomb to ignite the jet that sends you flying up. That's really neat. Another one here. Set that. Move all these guys out. And we're making a track so that we can get out. Stop shooting at me, buddy. I want to put some challenge to it so you're not just like moving through this puzzle. And the inclusion of that enemy is a good decision from a game design perspective. Don't think I'm supposed to be able to get up there. No, it looks like I kind of can, but I don't think I'm supposed to. Be a good place to hide a secret, though. There's gotta be another one of these, right? Can't be all of them. Maybe that was all of them. Huh, alright. Off we go. Nice. Cool. And what does that do? Finishes powering the piston. Got it. Oh shit! Isn't one of the themes in Other M that, like, Samus has, whoa, this part of the game is really cool, I forgot how rad it was. Or it's playing the Metal Ridley song and you're falling. Do you have, like, PTSD related to Ridley or something? Hey, thanks for the host, Skyhawk, appreciate that. Oh, this part is so cool. A lot of cool set pieces in Metroid Prime 3, I forgot, it's been a long time since I played it. He's trying to slow himself down. It's a set-piece boss fight, but it's a really cool one. Enjoy it. Ow. Gotta shoot him in his open mouth, it looks like. There we go. I wonder how they simulated this in the engine. Clearly we're not actually falling down a tube, right? Ha. Got me grabbed. Nope. Ow. Punch me in the face. I'm gonna wait until I see an image to do anything. Yeah, this fight's very smart. And now he's above me. Cool. I see. You get a little indicator when you're actually able to damage him, it looks like. I'm just going to use the regular shots here. Charge shots are too risky. At least disrupt them with the regular shots. Nice. Grab me. Alright. Such a neat fight. Big fan of it. Ah! Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him! Ouch. Yeah, you get a pretty big penalty if you miss. Can't tell if I'm still hitting his hit points or not. Love seeing the little meters count down at the bottom too, all the kind of different phases in the fight. What I really like about this is it's so different from Metroid Prime 1 and 2. You don't really get any fights that are like this. Slowly but surely. Oh, you don't want to touch the walls, that makes sense. Don't know if you can reduce his hit points all the way before you finish falling. Maybe you can. We're just gonna be cutting it pretty close if we can. Maybe it like gives you an achievement if you do it successfully or something. I think we did it. Cool. Hey, thanks, Freeze Man. What's Samuel L. Jackson's character's name in The Incredibles? Hey people, thanks for the hosts. Appreciate it. Yes, I do.
So I'll leave it to you to get this final generator back online. With that, we can activate the cannon. When you're done, head to the control room. I'll meet you there.
Sounds good, Peter. Oh, it's a timer for the fight? You actually lose if you don't finish it? Frozone, that's it, thank you. Where is my super suit? Didn't think that you were required to win that, but it's been a long time since I played this one. We want to go across and hit the thingy on the other side, which is right here. Tonk. Samus has a meaty palm. Alright, cool. Restored. Get out of dodge. I don't know. I don't actually see a timer on the screen yet. Maybe one will appear soon.
Now that the defense system is back online, it remains our last chance to stop the meteor.
Let's go stop it. You can die on the fight. Do you die from running out of meters though, D-Rock? Can you fall too far?
Samus, all efforts to stop the meteor have failed. Now that the defense system is back online, it remains our last chance to stop the meteor. You must get to the control tower and fire the defense cannon. We are uploading the location of the control tower to you now.
Cool. Where's the control tower at? Straightforward. Got it. That's not too bad. Nope. Don't have time. I don't care. Ain't nobody got time for y'all. Got better places to go to. Did you play this one recently, D-Rock, or was it just Echoes that you beat? Nope. No, nope. No, nope, 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 nope. No, nope, 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 no, nope, nope, nope. Jump. I feel like that particular hallway is very familiar to me. I don't know if it's easy to get stuck or have to go back and forth through that hallway multiple times in the future. Ow. Guess they just blow up if you get too close to them. Got it. We want to go right. Yes, that's the ticket. Hooray! Perfect fit for Samus. It'll let me in now because all the... Okay, so I could have stopped here before, but all of those towers weren't turned online. Hey, welcome back, LootFX.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Don't leave me behind. What are you talking about?
If we don't make it to the top in time, we can kiss this planet goodbye.
Hey, relax. We're the good guys. Justice will prevail and all that stuff. Right, Samus?
We're here. Let's do this.
I do like that they put me in first person for that one instead of doing it a straight up cutscene like the one we're seeing here. It's closer to like the Valve Half-Life style. Going well, going well. We're actually getting close to the Metroid part of Metroid 3. I remember when I played this for the first time when it came out, I was pretty pissed off in this whole part. Because it wasn't very Metroid-y like Spiky was saying. But it gets there after this sequence. Hey, welcome home, Andrea. Well, that's not good. Did you ask what I'm playing?
Yes.
Metroid Prime. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Yahan says hello. I need to be able to see the TV.
I thought you were good at this game.
You're a jerk.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
Hi, Yahan. Having trouble sleeping? Or you just woke up?
Pretty late for Yahan.
Yeah.
We just stopped that meteor from crashing into this planet and killing all of us.
All right.
Go Samus.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
She's tired. She got shot by Dark Samus, who ported down on the planet. Dark Samus has been here since Metroid Prime 2.
Is Dark Samus like a clone or a whole just different person with a similar suit?
I think Dark Samus
Like-
is Metroid Prime.
Can you?
So in Metroid Prime 1, here's your story. We land on this planet. There's Metroids there. They're doing research on Metroids.
And Metroids are robots.
No, Metroids are the little squiddy things that suck your brain out. But they do something with energy
brain
transfer.
slugs.
Yeah, they do something with energy transfer though. But on the planet, in addition to Metroids, there's also this stuff called Phazon, which is like unobtainium. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Element Zero.
So they combine Phazon with Metroids, and one of the things that's on this planet is this Metroid Prime monster that we kill. Now, my theory is that Metroid Prime turns into Dark Samus in Metroid Prime 2. We fight a whole bunch. And now we saw Metroid Prime, or we saw Dark Samus again, and we got knocked out. She attacked us.
Hear me, Samus.
Hey, Goomba, how you doing?
Ah, congrats, Yahan. That's good that you get it one night every once in a while.
Oh, I did a DNA scan earlier in the game, and it said that I was fine. Now it says I'm corrupted.
Vital
Like-
signs are stable. Welcome back,
Indoctrinated,
Samus.
or?
You've been asleep for quite some time. A month, to be exact. We feared we'd lost you.
There's an unusual amount of dialogue in this Metroid game. Most Metroid games are very lonely and have almost no other characters,
Thanks
so
to
it's
your great
weird
work,
that there's other
Norion
people.
is now safe. At the end of the battle, we found you and the other hunters all unconscious. Our medical examinations then yielded surprising results. Your bodies are now somehow self-generating Phazon.
It's been kind of a bad, dangerous thing in the previous title.
What's even stranger is that there are no negative effects to your health. This led us to investigate if we could make effective use of this Phazon.
They're like the military.
During the invasion on Norrion, you must have noticed some powerful troopers in new suits. They were wearing what we call Phazon enhancement devices, or PEDs.
Yeah, I could hear that, Ludifex.
We integrated this same Phazon enhancement device into your armor while repairing your damaged bodysuit.
New
Troopers
suit.
wearing this device have Phazon pumped to their weapons from an external backpack. This gives them an extra boost in firepower. But in your case, think about it. With this Phazon coursing through your body, you can fuel the PED using your own internal energy. Pretty effective, don't you think? Why don't you try the PED now?
So they're saying I can use
I
health
don't have to carry around a
tank.
fuel tank.
Mm-hmm. I can use my own
Initiate
health.
PED program.
You're a warlock.
Yeah, basically. Gotcha, Goomba.
Recharging energy reserves.
I don't think do they say that explicitly in Metroid Prime 2, or do you just kind of figure that out? Because you see that you get the Phazon suit ripped off of you after you kill it.
Pew pew pew.
Training
Yes, yeah.
complete.
Little meter at the top of the screen. It uses up a meter.
You must have noticed during this test that hyper mode possesses devastating power. Over the past month, we've learned the hard way just how powerful our enemies are. To deal with them, you'll need the firepower of the PED suit. Make good use of it. Now
Will
that you're
do.
familiar with the workings of the PED device, the Aurora Unit 242 would like to meet with you. There are many pressing matters to discuss. The AU chamber is located just off the command bridge.
Gotcha,
You'd better
Goomba.
get going.
That's cool though,
Oh,
that
and
it's
one more
persistent.
thing. After 25 seconds, the safety feature automatically ends hyper mode. You'll have to keep paying attention.
Gotcha. Sounds good. New costume. Get hype.
So she's sleeping in that chair for a month?
Maybe they just put her there after she woke up or something. Press and hold plus. Activate hyper. Got it. What do these things say? Tell me your details. Data move to logbook per review. Okay, what does it say? Phazon enhancer is designed to harness the energy of Phazon minerals. Oh, okay, right. Found those in Metroid Prime 2. So they're trying to tie Metroid Prime 2 a little closer to Metroid Prime 1. What, Phazon in general? Substance of extragalactic origin. So it came out from outside the Milky Way. It caused Phazon sickness if used incorrectly. And yeah, everywhere we found it, it's been on like extrasolar or extragalactic meteor captures, that kind of thing. Don't really know where it came from.
Really? Extragalactic meteor captures? That's a long way for a meteor.
I don't know if they're like I don't think they're being captured. I think they're like being warped here.
I don't know if a meteor could escape
a galaxy.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're not from here.
They have to be really, 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 really small.
We saw a meteor crashing into this planet that showed up through a portal, so they must have some kind of like.
All right. Well, if you're gonna have like wormholes and shit, then
and just do whatever you want.
Yeah. All right.
These can be damaged by Phazon-based attacks. Okay. Well, I can do that. Want to make sure I can hit as many of them as I can, though. And that used up some health to do that. Yeah, I agree, Chaos. It's cool to fit a new feature into Metroid. It's not just the Metroids, you know. Be interested to see it come back in a future game, because it's really, like, the Metroid Prime trilogy is the Phazon trilogy. Missile ammo. Hey, Shumba, how you been? Seeing you again. Okay. Let's keep going. Go upstairs. Check my map real quick. Alright. We're actually still in the facility that we were in before the 1 month later scene. Coming very close to Lonely Metroid. Save point. Good to save frequently. All right. Okay. I know we're back up in this area.
Can I help?
What's up, buddy?
Why are you shooting at the guy?
I'm trying to talk to him. It's the same button.
I'm sorry, but this
Why would they make it the same button?
I don't think I can actually kill him.
Yeah, but apparently you could startle the poor guy. You just scare the crap out of him.
Wasn't trying to, I promise. I can go straight from here? Will you let me out?
Samus, you made it. Glad to hear you're feeling better. You've been cleared to enter the AU chamber. Please proceed through these doors and up to
AUs are
Atomic
Aurora
unit?
units.
What the hell is an Aurora unit?
Aurora units are biological computers. It's like them kind of trying to retcon the final boss of Metroid for NES is called Mother Brain, and it's a giant brain. It's also the final boss of Super Metroid. So I think that well, it's not retconning because the instruction manual says it's like a computer that the space pirates use. So it's a biological computer. It's a giant floating brain. In this one, it's a good guy.
And the name of the giant floating brain is the Aurora unit.
Yeah, Aurora units are floating brains.
Clearance confirmed, G5. Opening chamber vault.
Yeah, you gotta go. Uh-oh. Well, that's what their tank looks like.
Is she wearing mascara?
I think so.
And Homegirl's got some fake lashes.
My eyelashes look nice like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, look at my nice eyelashes.
Lucky man.
Women been telling me they're jealous of my eyelashes my whole life. This set looks like mother brain. Yeah, right, effects.
You know what he's referring to, right? Yeah, maybe in the future people are just genetically modified to already have perfect lush lashes.
Yeah.
They don't need no Maybelline.
Welcome, Samus Aran. Let us begin. Time is most critical.
That's the giant brain talking to us.
During the attempted pirate invasion of Norion, it was confirmed that 2 nearby planets were similarly attacked. These planets are named Bryyo and Elysia.
This is the first Metroid game where you're visiting multiple planets. It's not all just on one planet. I think that's true.
These Leviathans have impacted and embedded themselves deep into each planet, spreading a virulent Phazon carried inside their bodies. The Leviathans must be destroyed.
Alright.
2 weeks ago, we dispatched Rundas to Bryyo, Gore to Elysia.
These are other mercenaries, or bounty hunters.
Okay.
Like you, they were outfitted with PED devices in order to confront this new threat. We lost contact with all of them 7 days ago, and fear the worst. In their absence, we need you to travel to these planets and finish their missions. The closest planet is Bryyo. This will be your first objective.
Yeah, I really love the Elysia.
Alright, check in on Bryyo.
Please be on the lookout for any clues that might help us understand what happened to Rundas and the other hunters.
Got it. Thank you.
The bounty hunters are all pretty cool. In this universe, they have very unique abilities. Like Samus's unique ability, she turns into a ball, right? She has bombs, all kinds of cool gadgets. One of them is like
her spaceship kind of looks like her outfit.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like her mask. One of them is like Frozone from The Incredibles. One of them is like this robot guy that can like eat other robots and become a bigger robot. The other one is like Mystique. Mother Brain is an Aurora unit, as I understand it, Kumba. I think the implication is that
she's the most powerful Aurora unit.
She's well, most of the Aurora units are used by the Federation, so they're good, but it's one that's built by...
Who makes the Aurora units?
Scientists.
The fleet is now moving to the rendezvous.
Mother Brain is controlled by the space pirates, so...
You will no longer be able to dock with us from this point forward. Rest assured, we will
Who made Mother Brain?
I don't know, it's been a long time. I think that's all like manual stuff in the NES version of the game. This is like showing off the Wii in a lot of ways. Go to Bryyo. Elysia is really pretty if I remember right.
You're really pretty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know. He immediately went to you. Yeah, you gotta loot effects. You need to be, gotta have some color coordination if you're gonna be a galactic hero. Pirates, but in space.
Yar.
Blind scientists who were blinded by science. Why'd you have to go and build a giant floating brain, Andrea? Jeez.
Well, I didn't do it! Man.
You're ilk. You're all the same, right?
What? No.
Tell me all about
Absolutely
biology
not.
and like the history of the dinosaurs.
Nope.
I say this very often on stream. The same message multiple ways. Right, yeah. 1, don't mistake depth of knowledge for breadth of knowledge. 2, everyone you ever meet knows something you don't. Oh, this is cool. Kind of reminds me of a, they look like Krogan. Wagner class war golem offline and trapped in the stone. Beyond repair. Now we're in Metroid mode. Now Samus is by herself.
Alright. But she's trying to rescue the hunter, right? The bounty hunter?
Yeah.
Because they lost communication with the bounty hunter that was looking for the Leviathan? Right. I understand.
Follow the plot.
Yep.
Spike bush. Produces venom within its leaves. Don't step on the poison. Try to get the shriek bats. Most of the lore in this game is transmitted through this optional scanning, which is kind of cool.
They don't just give you a codex entry that you have to look at later.
Samus, The Leviathan seed is protected by an energy shield. You will not
Okay.
be able to reach it with that barrier active. We
Okay.
need more data to determine how the shield can be disabled. You are near the wreckage of a downed Federation vessel. If you can use the satellite uplink on the ship, you may be able to access information concerning the seed. Prepare to receive the ship's coordinates now.
Why didn't you just drop me off there? No, seriously.
That was the only viable landing pad.
All right.
can't
Or like,
fly
oh, we
everywhere
didn't know the
indoors.
door was gonna be locked.
We can't fly indoors, Andrew.
Yeah,
Like,
alright.
why not? This is the future.
Yeah.
You're telling me you
Aladdin
can
could do it.
Ooh, there's a Bryyo native encased in solid ice. So this is the Phazon guy is here.
All right.
It's cool that they need to be able to give you stuff like extra missiles and energy tanks and
Are you, like,
things. So
Just,
They
are
ex-
those zits?
yeah, they're saying that they're like biological zits that were repurposed by the people on the planet as like places to store gear and things.
Ew.
Kind of cool. Yeah.
I guess, kudos on, using the whole buffalo.
More frozen dudes letting us know it's the frozen guy that's here. Cool. Whoa. Ragdoll. Weak to most weapons. I like to hear that. These look just like an enemy in Final Fantasy X. You look just like an enemy in Final Fantasy X.
The thunder elementals?
That might be right. Aladdin lived in an apocalyptic future?
What?
Post
That's a-
this theory.
Interesting way of looking at Aladdin.
What's the reason for thinking that?
There's magic.
Scanning impact. Fatal spinal fractures impacting the wall. So, I mean, I think that those are space pirates in the walls. These are actually like constructed to contain stuff, like natural wall zits. Could be pulled with enough force. Oh, cool. I have to use the nunchuck to pull it.
Okay.
I'll warn you if you see that symbol, that means I have to do that.
All right.
And Tira's like, what the fuck are you doing? This game's pretty close in its control style to Skyward Sword.
It's a good control style.
Yeah. Doesn't use the Wii Motion Plus, but other than that. Jump? Like they just give you the double jump at the beginning. Yes, it is. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. That's why I like fantasy settings that treat magic as a natural phenomenon rather than a supernatural phenomenon. That's what I like about the Name of the Wind books. This is understandable. Like it's just saying in this universe, if you do this, this happens, right?
Johan makes a good point.
She lived in the lamp for 10,000 years and knew Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
Absolutely right.
Hey,
So when
that's
he's all
great.
like, have some baklava, Aladdin's probably like, what's that?
Look at that scan. That's great. Unable to use this object with current suit upgrades. That's the kind of scan information I want to know. You can't use this now, so don't waste your time dicking around with it. Page the override to open doors. Alright, well, I love overrides. Platform is attached to the wall by a hinge. Strong pull should fix it. There you go. You just stood up like a cat that knows that something's about to change and you're not happy with it. Alright. Ta-ta-ta. Keep seeing this guy. Small round object could fit inside of it. Oh, well, too bad I don't have any of those. I guess we're just fucked. Time to go home, everybody.
So every Tuesday and Friday, all the astrophysicists at Stanford and SLAC get together and talk about current papers. And
Is this like Astro Coffee?
right, it's like Astro Coffee at Ohio State. I think Michigan does the same thing. But today, we spent about 15 minutes talking about the astronomer from Berkeley who's been found like in violation. Not like a trial, yeah, in violation of sexual. He was found to have like been sexually harassing people for 10 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, the message that they were saying is, one, they were like, we want to make sure everyone knows it's okay to talk about this, and if anyone has any like concerns or is ever feeling like harassed, to tell someone, because we do not tolerate that here at Stanford.
Okay, in comparison to this thing that happened here.
Well, so then that was the interesting thing. We had a guest who was visiting from Berkeley. He was a grad student. And oh man, he had some opinions about that guy. He said that he's an ex-cop, and now he's coming back to school to study physics. And he said that he's surprised this guy hasn't been arrested.
Wow.
And he's really upset that the university didn't do shit about it except say, bad.
Yeah.
Bad you. And I asked him, I said, because the chair of the astronomy department at Berkeley sent around an email to the department that got, everyone posted. He sent an email to the department, it's gonna leak, that was basically like, if any of you guys go see, I forget his name.
The guy who did the sexual harassment.
Yeah, Jerkface. If any of you go see, Jerkface, he's having the hardest time of it all, and go give him a pat on the back and, support him. And the grad student was saying that he thought that email was an abuse of power.
Wow.
Because it's the department chair emailing the department telling everyone, you need to stand behind this asshole.
Right, when he's the guy that was
being
bad.
Yeah, and just from what it sounds like he's a piece of shit. Well, and his apology was like, oh, I'm so sorry if my actions hurt people in ways that they weren't intended. Like, he was groping and kissing
he wasn't saying,
students
I'm sorry.
and young
really
girl colleagues, so I don't understand what his intention possibly could have been besides an abuse of power there.
Jump?
God. Jerk. But anyway, I appreciated that we spent some time actually talking about it.
Yeah, it's good.
And because I made the point that there are some people who are like, oh, well, that's just an individual, but there's not. This went on for 10 years, and clearly even now the administration and leadership at Berkeley in the astronomy department are standing behind this guy and saying it's
Even
okay.
though everyone knows it, yeah.
Everyone who let this go on for 10 years is at fault. This is not an individual.
It's not cool, man.
Yeah.
Put me back here. Yeah, right? Chaos? I think so.
Well, he's a very famous person who brings in a lot of grant money, and so it kind of tells you who they value, you know?
This is part of the what might be the tenure problem. I don't know if everyone's familiar with this, but the way academia works is you have to, if you want to stick around in academia and become a professor, you have to move around all the time. You have to go to undergrad at one institution, and you have to go to grad school at a different institution, and then after you get your PhD, you're expected to go get a postdoc at another institution, so you're just moving around all the time. And your final reward for this moving around all the time is you eventually apply for tenure, which says you have a job with our university forever, assuming good behavior, I think is the phrase, right? And the problem is, what is good behavior? Like, you never really hear about professors getting fired. It almost never happens. And there aren't really standards of behavior for these people like you would have in a normal company.
Yeah, or people saying like it's the biggest untold secret at a AAS, American Astronomy or Astronomical Society, has a yearly meeting, and I guess it's just sort of you have to tell the young girls who are coming there for the first time, like, just watch out for this guy. Like, that shouldn't be the case.
The intent of tenure is a good one.
There is a problem there if you're like warning, if there's a network of like grad students and postdocs who are all warning each other about this guy.
Yeah. No, that's what's the phrase? As an enlightening way to phrase sorry, Ludifex. It can either, do you see that?
Yeah,
It can mean either contrition, regret, or sympathy. In this case, it's regret. I'm sorry that I got caught.
I'm sorry I got caught, yeah. Well, because I said, like, I brought that up, that I was really, his apology left something to be desired, and one of the older astronomy ladies in the department who I think knows about this more than I do, came up to me afterwards and was basically like, he knows exactly what he did, and that apology letter was a smokescreen.
Oh, wow.
Because I was like, I don't know the guy. I'd love to give him as much of the benefit of the doubt as possible, but it's sounding like he's just
full of it.
Yeah.
Hey, PK Starship, how you been?
So I'd like to see Berkeley do something about it, although I would have liked to see Berkeley do something about it a long time ago before it became public. They're like the NFL. You know, like, your professor gropes female, like, junior female students and colleagues, you do something about it. Your player beats up his girlfriend, you do something about it.
Right.
It doesn't have to become a public... Some people's kids, man. But I think the general consensus is, like, this was not cool. Especially amongst the younger people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope that, and I hope people do talk, and I hear people talk about it's like an old boys club, right? You're like, oh man, poor so-and-so.
What effect?
Yeah, right, and there are some fantastic people at Berkeley, and I think the graduate students in the physics or astronomy department wrote a letter to the administration that was very strongly worded and, standing behind all of, their female colleagues, so.
I think you're tipping on the issue, though, Ludefex, is that, like, if this thing had happened at a institution like a large company, like, the story would be, JP Morgan Chase executive being investigated for sexual harassment. But in this case, the story doesn't look like that.
It's famous astronomer.
Famous astronomer, famous astronomy professor. And I think that's why there's not punishment, because there's not this PR association that says this guy's actions reflect badly on Berkeley. Because it doesn't. People just say, oh, he's his own thing, he's got tenure, whatever. It's like, I feel like you should be expected that when you're at that level, that your actions reflect on the organization that you're in.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
But I think it sounds
I'm
like...
sure that 99% of people at Berkeley are
right.
awesome, cool people and would never do anything like that. This is the one bad apple.
Well, I was talking, like, that maybe there's a correlation between sort of... I don't want to say corrupt, but I can't think of a better word. People who rise to, like, these management positions of power.
People who want to... People who are ambitious enough to do it, and...
I don't know. It's hard to remain, like, Captain America when you're in a position of power, and you have to worry about...
Well, you see what happens to Ned Stark.
Money, and... Yeah.
Alright.
That's another... Like, I was kind of thinking, like, that might be a reason for me to not want to go become faculty. I'm very much Ned Stark, and I don't want my head to get cut off. Thank you very much. Maybe just go to, like, Los Alamos, and do my science, and...
Andrea is a postdoctoral researcher. She has her PhD. In theory, her next step is to get another postdoc or become a staff scientist or try to become a tenured professor.
Yeah, I don't know. Professor is looking less and less attractive these days.
There were criminal charges at the University of Pittsburgh. Nice,
wow,
Kathy.
Criminal charges? Yeah, I guess I don't know the details. I guess I saw in the the report it was like groping and kissing, and so, and if this guy used to be a cop says he should be arrested, like, he knows better than I. But that's, so University of Pitt was like completely, this is not acceptable.
They just took care of it.
Put our foot down, like, you are... Well, because, okay, so then, like, I could see so the fact this went on for a decade is really, really, really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, let's say it was just one instance, and then, like, I could see people making a mistake, and if they're truly remorseful and want to change, like, I could see giving them a second chance.
Yeah, not this,
but
like,
not this guy.
I'm sorry that you felt that way.
Yeah, like, and like I said, I think I posted about this on Facebook, I'm like, I don't like witch hunts.
I'm sorry you found out.
But it's really hard to have some sympathy for this
activate
guy.
you. You're a cool, probing-looking golem, man. Join my party. I want to be you. Whoa. Wait, so those are like the planet natives. Those are the things we saw frozen in the ice before. They're not space pirates.
No. They're like four-armed velociraptors.
I see, Cappy. Yeah, I think the natural tendency is for organizations to try to sweep stuff under the rug when they can.
I have a dream that one day this sort of thing won't have to be forced.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. You got cool little energy whips.
I was just thinking, Loot Effects is a, alum of Berkeley. If you really feel strongly or you think that in the future they don't take action that they should, you could probably, like, let them know. They tend to not ignore their alumni.
I think they're probably getting enough pressure about it, social media pressure. Although,
yeah, I'm just saying.
There's an issue there too, where there's a non-measured response coming from the internet. Yeah. Even if the grievance is accurate, the severity of the people complaining is not measured in any way. They will say, it's fucked up that you did this, so I'm going to send death threats to you, or I'm going to dox you, or I'm going to do this, this, and this.
Yeah,
and then that makes it easier for people to
Don't do that.
No, I know, but I'm saying that, like, it's tough.
Yeah, so unfortunately, this stupid thing, like, originally was, like, posted on BuzzFeed, which just bothers me that,
I can link you
this issue is sort of, like, reduced to, but there's an Atlantic Monthly article at this point, and, yeah, just... Oh yeah, you can post the one that I posted.
You're good, dude.
Oh wait, let me go back because there's also posted it here.
Hallway access granted. Cool. What's this thing?
Oh.
Specific input to open, huh? Oh, cool. More show off your Wiimote controls. Actually works pretty well with this game.
Okay, so I also posted a blog post from a postdoc, and in it there's like some links to that email that the astronomy department chair sent around that's saying, hey guys, we gotta stand behind poor Jeff here, he's having a real bad time. God, I think he even said he's having the worst of it, or the worst of it is being felt by, oh, Jesus Christ. Why would you say?
Cool.
Yeah, of course, this is hardest for Jeff in this moment. He doesn't say anything about the victims of sexual harassment.
This planet had a battle between the people who like scientists and the like shamanistic, like tribal people who didn't like technology. There's a lot of cool background in this. Hey Matt, how you doing? Good seeing you. I'll probably kill these things. Not the thunder elementals. I think they're in the thunder plains, or maybe they're underwater. I recognize them. They got like a little glowing tail.
I know, you can't grope students like you used to.
Yep. Not these days.
Oh, they said something, when we were chatting about it today, they said something about how times have changed and matters like this used to be dealt with more...
Privately?
Privately, it was like less formally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the way, and I didn't like that.
No.
It was like, alright, they're doing it wrong.
Really like the little, and you can see there's a cool little painting there.
Oh, is that like an eyeball or a meteor?
I think it's like a moon.
Oh, okay.
Too.
Cool.
Ooh, what's this down here? Ripped off.
But yeah, I guess if you do like contact Berkeley, of course, be very level-minded. No crazy hyperbole.
Don't contact Berkeley if you don't want to.
Oh yeah, of course, yes, but.
Let's see. I think that's a good way to phrase it.
Yeah.
That was a nice, short
Kathy.
way to say it. Well, good wording.
That wisdom from Kathy, though.
Is that off the dome? I'll say that to Andrea when she like says something that's just very clever and quickly worded.
Yeah, because I had an issue with two colleagues in my working group last week, and I dealt with it privately. I did make a public statement so that the working group people knew that that was not cool, but the details I dealt with privately. I think that was the right thing to do.
Yeah, I hope so, Chaos. Alright, I want to cross here, but I cannot cross here because I don't have a grapple beam.
Right, yeah, so, because, grant money talks, but, like, yeah, lawsuits are expensive, so if you wanted to go from the selfish point of view, the school does have a selfish reason to not allow things like this to go on. No, he's exploring.
Just got to this area.
He has to find clues. We don't know where the clues are.
I don't think I can do anything in that room. So.
Oh, well, actually,
don't
you have coordinates you're supposed to go to?
That's not good enough of a clue.
Oh, okay.
Try going down through this passage here. Yeah, I don't think we're up here yet.
Yeah, Ludifax, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of stuff online at this point. And also the Tom Abel sent us all an email with like lots of links to resources in case we ever have a problem, and saying that we want to make a community where everyone is
eventually I can cross here with the
able to do science and feel
grapple
safe.
beam.
And
Shit.
very nice.
So for me to get out of this room, I need the grapple beam, I think. This is the way I came from over there with all those things. I can pull those off the wall, but I don't have a way to get to them.
Oh, alright, good.
So
cool, no problem,
to that
Ludifax.
end-
Thanks for being interested. So
I need to go... I don't know if there's a way for me to... This is where I just came from down here, so there's really no point in being this. The whole reason to get up here is to use the grapple beam to cross there, and I can't yet.
because you don't have a
That's the
grapple
only
beam?
way back. I don't have the grapple beam.
Okay.
I did unlock, I learned some lore here. This is the only other door that I can imagine. There must be something that I can do in this room that I haven't figured out. Hey Dieter, how you doing, man? Oh, there it is.
Aha!
Just a rock that I hadn't found yet. It's probably a morph bomb that I can use to bust it. Yeah, no, it was just between
Nice.
two rooms. Just didn't see the...
Nice.
Can I, like, morph bomb jump up here? Probably not yet. There's a trick you can do where if you time it just right, you can get twice the height.
Boost. Nice. Well, it doesn't look like there's an opening on the left, you know? Oh, you mean on the right?
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's high enough, so... We try... Oh yeah, it doesn't look like I can... You're right, I can't get up from there. Probably not from there either. I need some other upgrade later on. Alright, what do we got here? This is probably gonna be pull it off. Ripped off with enough force. We made
it's
some
alright.
changes, it's actually.
Yep. We renegotiated our temperature contract.
Yeah. Got one of those programmable thermostats, so it changes
It's
around the
67
temperature
right
it's
now,
on.
but it's slowly going to be warming up so that it's not super cold when I go to bed. But it gets colder at night. But I fall asleep before Marsted, so
Yep.
it's okay.
They give you a lot of mobility skills early on in this title compared to some of the other...
But yes, I don't have to be wearing my nose warmer right now, so...
You can go put it on though.
I could, but so I'm happier, but I still don't need to be wearing my jacket, or
I see.
else it would be too chilly for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so unlike a lot of the other, the other two Metroid Primes, which give you the grapple beam fairly late, this is one of the first upgrades it gives you. No, that means swing.
Oh, okay.
If it looks like I have to rip something off, then you can move. I have to move the nunchuck in order to pull stuff off of walls, and Andrea is like leaning on my arm that has to do that. So when I do it, it freaks her out. We know what to do now. We're all good to go. On a schedule update, we're playing Metroid Prime 3 for another hour and 15 minutes. Tomorrow we're playing Mario Maker, Smash Brothers, and at the end of the day we're playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, which is excellent. I think you will enjoy it. Check it out. Google it. Follow along with the bomb manual. Shit.
Yeah, he was practicing, like just doing some trials with
Ganymede native.
Ganymede, and they were having trouble just getting past the really, really easy ones, so it should be fun to watch.
Yeah, we're gonna blow up the bomb a lot of times.
Well, I'm glad that it's not that easy.
That's just a thing. This is a thing, isn't it? You're good. You don't have to just wait until you see the little symbol.
There's lots of symbols.
Extreme
I forget
cold.
which one.
It looks like this symbol. Alright, so here... Yoink. How you been, Dieter? What's new? There we go. Alright. You're good.
So each planet will have its own music, or is this the normal music?
Every planet has its own music. Different parts of the map probably have their own music too. Metroid music is designed to be pretty ambient and non-obtrusive, with a couple exceptions, like the.
Sounds like Viking chanting.
I could hear that. Yeah. Ridley's theme is pretty bumpin'. That's in most of the games. Yeah, right. Okay, so we found out it contains field.
Ah!
Whoa,
Nope.
buddy.
No, bad.
Why isn't Metroid scary?
Alright, camping.
It just is. I think I've asked this question during Metroid Prime 1. Like, it should have. It's got monsters that pop up out of nowhere, but I don't. Besides, like, the occasional whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, wait. Diedrich, was it intense? Get it?
Get it? They were camping. It was intense.
I hope it was intense.
Not in cabins.
Oh yeah, I guess I could have like had fancy.
Had Space Ant Dog. Yeah, so you can use the scanner to like find stuff if you're lost. They use that as a way to help you get
Nice.
stuck. Missile expansion.
All right.
Yeah, I really
Because
like
you know
the music in
your
this
missiles
one.
were looking really unexpanded.
Had to expand Dong. Here we go.
Oh, I guess that is why it's not scary.
You have distinct advantage.
Because you can just destroy it.
Do you
It's
think
a
this game would
bug.
be, if you changed nothing about the game, except that you had a really shitty, like, Silent Hill 2-esque melee weapon, and it was really easy to die, do you think that it would become a horror game? I don't think so. I think there's more to it. I mean, that's a piece of it, for sure. But I think that, like, the music is a big chunk of it. There's no, like, creepy, like, banging pots and pans like Akira Yamaoka likes to do. Whoa, buddy. Not cool, dude.
Yeah, camping can come with its own set of stressful things. But it's nice to get away.
I used to camp frequently as a kid. I camped too much. I'm good. You ever
Yeah, although
feel like you really
camping
wanna
wasn't
camp?
all that different for you than sitting in your room. Play Game Boy outside or inside. Either way, you play Game Boy.
Except now there's bugs and no air conditioning. Great.
Dylan
Hey,
is an indoor kitty.
Thank you.
Yep.
I am an indoor kitty. This was in the age, though, of the Game Boy Advance before the Game Boy Advance SP, where the best possible settings to play the Game Boy was in natural sunlight, which was the cruelest thing Nintendo ever did. So I got to play some good Game Boy Advance games and actually be able to see my goddamn screen. Someone can probably post the relevant Penny Arcade link where he's trying to, like, see the damn Game Boy screen, and he's got, like, a lamp turned on and, like, a tiki torch and all this other shit. That said, there was a really cool game for the Game Boy Advance called Boktai, The Sun is in Your Hand, which is a game that had a photometric sensor on it, and you were fighting vampires. The way you beat them was by using solar energy. So you had to go outside and collect solar energy in order for your gun to be able to damage them. Otherwise, if you played at nighttime, it was a stealth game and you had to hide from them because you didn't have any solar energy to kill them. Pretty neat.
That's pretty neat.
Campfires are nice.
I love the way they smell.
She was stressed and relaxed.
Oh, and I just remembered who Diedrich is.
Yeah. What were you reading? We'll probably... I think we should just save the second Name of the Wind book until we move, because that's going to be a long drive, and we can probably just clear it in one drive, and they'll give us something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Or we can read it sooner, you know, whatever. Alright.
Ah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
They've gone this way. Yeah, that's right. What's a mountain pie? You know what a mountain pie is?
Nope.
Dude, I like mountains.
Yep.
I like pies.
Yep.
Whee! Doesn't that look fun?
Mark said updates his channel. I just sit here and I just read.
Yeah. Oh man, I forget who was. It might have been Haypax was telling me about this guy who was streaming some game. It was like Diablo or something where the soundtrack doesn't really matter. And he was listening to the Harry Potter audiobook while it was going on. I'm like, oh man, I would love to do that, but I would get totally banned. There's a rebroadcast rule that would block me from doing that or get me in big trouble for doing that. Apparently he's a partnered streamer, so it's easier for him to get away with it. Kind of surprisingly. That would be really cool.
Okay.
Hey, Dio.
I'm gonna go work on my abstract.
Alright, Godspeed.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Should be easy.
Do you want me to start anything for dinner?
I was going to. How do you feel about pot pies?
Pot pies sound great.
So, how long does it take for the oven to preheat?
Like 20 minutes.
Okay, so I was gonna do the oven at like 5:15 and then put them in.
Okay.
They take a long time, and
Yeah.
I'm hungry now.
Sounds good. Can I kill this thing?
I don't know.
Do I look like a mind reader, sir? I don't know.
You know how to find out. Just give it your all.
You're good, Dio. I'm glad. The soothing voice.
Yes.
Right out.
There are many people who fall asleep.
Also, this is a no obligation stream. Hang out for as long as you want. Oh, I think I need to connect these two.
Alright, so are we doing Amnesia on Halloween? And that's kind of up to him. It's his channel.
Is that what you want?
If that's what stream wants, whatever stream wants.
Whoa! Fuck. Okay. Oh, Twitch did tell him to stop it? Okay, good to know, Spiky. He was probably talking about the same person then. It would be a lot of fun to be able to do that, but I imagine you get busted. Let me ban this guy.
Which guy?
The guy with the spam.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Alright.
Don't even see the code and just see blonde, brunette, dick
Pies
pic.
made on the fire with an iron. Bread with some... Alright, sounds like empanadas.
Sounds pretty good. Dead Space is on the list. Vote for it. Exclamation point game 13. Andrea hasn't used her sphere points yet. You can try to seduce her in one direction or the other. She doesn't have much of a bomb, but she does have a bomb.
What? I don't have a bomb.
Yeah, you do.
You boys have fun.
Okay.
You girls.
Bye-bye. That's right, boys and girls. Alright, let's see. Bet I can explode the shit out of that. Freeze if exposed to cold. Oh, cool. Can't explode shit. I like the phrase, you know, verb the shit out of Y. Or verb the shit out of X. Doesn't always make sense, though. So I guess for me to cross this eventually, I guess I'm gonna need to have the way to freeze it. Missed a thing in the last room. I guess it is playing that you're supposed to find a thing in here music, isn't it? Oh, right. Looked right at it. Thank you. Cool. Got the map with that. Oh, cool. So now I can fly to other locations. That's neat. It's an exciting use for the map, right? Unusual use for the map.
Samus, the satellite data has revealed they must be supplying power to the siege shield. If these targets are eliminated, the shield will be removed. We are uploading the location of each energy signature and nearby landing sites.
Yeah, so they make this one a lot clearer where you're supposed to go because, well, I guess first of all, they just give you the hint immediately with the little question mark. There's no like dorking around waiting for 45 minutes before it pops up. But also like the individual areas you have to explore, it's a lot clearer. It's like, okay, those are all blue. I've never been to any of them. Whereas in Metroid Prime 2, you're kind of all over the place. I think I'm gonna go right. The I love you virus. Samus needs to be more careful. Does she have the equivalent of like a computer connection condom? Does she have like a VPN set up? Although, something can be said for not having a segmented world, right? Yeah, it makes it easier to avoid getting lost, but loses some of its complexity when it's not just like a big open world. Yeah, I think so too, and like, I don't think it's. I'm gonna try to go to hyper mode. Don't think that makes it linear. Well, it's more linear technically. I guess a way to think about it is to say that non-linear doesn't always necessarily equal good. It's an ideal to strive for in certain games, but. And I guess linear is also it's a gradient. It's not a switch. You don't just say, is this game linear, yes or no? You ask, how linear is it? So a game like Final Fantasy 13, people joke it's a hallway simulator, is significantly more linear than Final Fantasy 10, which still you're going from the same area to the same area. You can't explore around very much in that game. But you do have some side paths that you can take and other things that you can research. Sculpting process was halted 328 years ago. Dude, what are those things? They're like chained. The environments in this game are really cool. Here, let's get to moving. We already scanned our gunship. Save and enter ship. My microphone closer to my face here since Andrea's off working. We're playing Metroid Prime 3 for another 1 hour. We'll do a sign off. Dieter, did you want to try after stream? Did you want to try testing keep talking and nobody explodes? Oh man, same planet, lava waterfalls. Gotta have them. Hey, it looks like Phazon is here. See his frozen ship up there. I think this might be true. I don't remember well enough from when I played this game last, but like, first time I played this, I was like, oh man, we meet these cool mercenaries with these unique powers. There's no way we're not going to be fighting them later, even if they're on our side. Engines are still warm, so he's actually here. Stone bears the mark of Ska and a gladiator in the Primal's armies. And Primals versus scientists. Bracknell Hive. Huh. Dudes here live in hives. Established that a little bit earlier. Fuel gel. Oh, it's not lava, it's like gas. This is Gas Town. Let's see what we find. There's really much of anything. Yeah, I'll just keep going. Moving on up. What is this thing? First Emperor of the Eschar Dynasty. Of course! Boom boom. Tell us about Snan. Oh, nice. Doesn't seem like a very efficient form of gating, but okay. They got all this extra gas on this planet. It's a really neat dungeon design. What's this guy say? Blocking access to a transportation shaft. Unable to access from the side. Sure. Junk. Reptilicus. Teleports across short distances. Junk. You just jump in the... Okay, they're fine in the gel. Good to know. Okay. Cool pistons. Fuel gel pumping system. More ice from Phazon. No, I think his name is something else. I'm gonna call him Phazon. Iceman. You guys should check out, they're called Riff Tracks. These are the guys that do Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's basically a podcast where they do the Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing where they're like riffing on movies, but they just do it as an MP3 file, which lets them riff on any movie they want. They don't actually have to get to the rights to the movie, so it doesn't have to be B movies. They do them for like The Matrix and Star Wars and Twilight and the like. Do I need to hit both of them? Okay, I am able to hit both of them. The reason I bring it up though is that there's a riff tracks for X-Men 2, which I think is very funny. I recommend it. There's one at the end of the movie, X-Men 2 spoilers if you didn't see that. Almost 10 years ago. God, the movie's old. Anyway, there's this big like waterfall that's like this dam breaks and all this water is rushing at them and they're gonna die, and you know, Jean Grey has to sacrifice herself to save everyone, and the Rift Tracks guy's like, huh, it's too bad we don't have any in our team whose superpower is the ability to change the chemical composition of water to keep it from flowing, and it like immediately cuts to Iceman. Oh, that's awesome, Loot Effects. I haven't seen that. I saw a Rift Tracks live thing. They did it for, what is it, Plan 9 from Outer Space, the Ed Wood movie. Little D-Pace, I just saw your comment. They gelin'. Gelin' like mud gelin', they're so... Oh, speaking of Magellan, Andrew, were there any packages outside today? Okay. USPS, man. Oh, that's cool. These little bugs help you to levitate. Didn't even realize that earlier. I want to scan them earlier and see what their deal is. I hope they will settle near me so I can pet them and put them in a mayonnaise jar with a stick and a leaf to recreate what they're used to. Okay, I don't know if this is actually where I'm supposed to go, but lots of ice here, so productive. Is a missile in there, so whenever I want to get it, I need to get a way to undo the ice, I assume. Anything else in here? I didn't realize they were my friends at first. I helped them. They helped me climb up. I'm Samus. I don't pull levers. I shoot them with my grapple laser. Pulling levers like some kind of caveman. This is America. This isn't America at all. Alright, another one of these guys. Wait, what? What happened? Oh, rapidly tap A to expel Phazon. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Like addiction, basically?
Samus, we just received very abnormal readings from your life support systems. Are you okay?
I don't know if I'm
As a
okay.
precaution, we are downloading the diagnostic data from your suit to further analyze the situation.
Not sure if I'm okay with that. That's
We will
kind of
contact you again if we have any
Facebook
more
NSA
information.
shit. And good looking out, I guess, giant brain lady. Hey, this room doesn't look like a boss arena at all. Hey, buddy, we're here to be friends, right? Not to, like, try to kill each other. Dude really likes Samus's new costume. Love when people get costume upgrades. It's one of my favorite film, TV, video game tropes. Excess fuel gel. This looks like a fun room to fight an Iceman. You picked a bad room to hang out. Again, though, like I said, it's game mechanics are an abstraction. What we're really representing here is that Samus is ingenious. Adaptable. Here we go. Ooh. Warp Hound teleports over short distances. Vulnerable to cold-based attacks. Okay. I don't have those yet. Working on it. They're like displacer beasts in Dungeons and Dragons. Dudes are nasty. Take a lot of hits to kill. I think they like teleport into you or something? Or they spit fuel gel at you. So I end up getting slowed if they hit me with it. I think it's that they shoot you with fuel gel, which slows you down if it hits you, and then if you're firing your gun while you're covered in it. You get set on fire, which makes sense. Got him. Alrighty, rock and roll. Get all this excess petroleum. Oh, cool. More lore. Let's read the lore. I like lore. Age of War. In the beginning, the conflicts were small, out of sight for most on Bryyo. They grew, slowly but as steady as the coming of the sun. Diplomacy gave way to brutality and war came to our world. The lords of science turned their minds from exploration to destruction and unleashed horrors unknown upon their primal enemies. In retaliation, the primals turned to the darkest of ancient powers, cursing us, the science lords, and all those who serve their cause. So it's like, almost like science versus magic. Well, I'm sure that the magic is still science in some way with the primals. See how it works in this game setting. Chunk. Cool. How about those guys I've been fighting earlier? I do like that the hieroglyphs that you scan for lore in this game actually have a design in them. I think the lore in Metroid Prime 2 was fun, but it was always those kind of boring looking glyphs. Lots of improvements. Come on. Shoot, 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 shoot. There we go. Cool. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Let's stay put. Looks like it stays put. Pull. Awesome. Rock and roll. Can I go through here? Let's get this thing first. Oh, I gotta pump it, I see. I thought I had to turn it like some of the earlier ones. Right, why would I want to do that? Huh, oh, I can turn the wheel by shooting it. That's pretty cool. Rock and roll. Alright, and I can probably cross down through the middle here now too, right? Go around and around. And up. Do the same thing in this room. Oh darn, I didn't actually end up seeing the straw pull chaos. And I know Banjo-Kazooie was on there. You can put Super Mario Galaxy on there if you want. I probably won't get to it in the 24-hour stream. Control units offline. Find the next control unit to proceed. Initiate control sequence to move to next stage. Alright. Let's find out. Kill these bug things. I like squid things, really. Are these things new? Hold on. I think I've seen these before. They look different now. So they take damage differently. Dragonal Adult. Physical stress can destroy it. Oh, okay. Cool. That's cool. That's why they have the little hooks on their butts. Tails. Pretty cool. Baby ones I can still kill the normal way, it looks like. Yeah, that works, Chaos. If you think of another one, go ahead and add a couple of games yourself that you would like to see. That thing does not want to be killed. Huh? What the hell is that? Remove valve cap to vent gel. Okay. Yeah, I can't hit that thing. There we go. That's what we had to do. Alright, gel vented. Whoa, don't hit me in the face there, buddy. Cool. Exploding shit everywhere. Nice. Nice. Jump. 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 Oops. Jump. Up. Cool. That's a neat little puzzle solution there. Oops. You're a neat puzzle solution. What's in this room? Burning fuel gel, sure. Got it. Super cool. You don't see a lot of science fiction games that have like a planet that uses lots of gas this case, fuel gel. That's really neat. They usually move on to some kind of like magical energy technology. I think that's the area we want to go to up there, right? One of those is a thing we can't interact with yet, though. Grab ledge. Oh, maybe I can. That's cool. I don't have to get an upgrade for it. Cool. Nice. That's pretty cool looking. Golem fixture is stuck in an open position and is constantly pouring fuel gel. I can see that. What about these things? Vine appears combustible. Its thick bark prevents you from using weapons to ignite it. Alright, I wonder what I'm using to ignite it then. Ah, I timed it poorly. I need to use it to burn that thing. Wait for it to get back around. Can I just like regularly shoot it? Damn it. Gotta wait a little bit longer, I think, because there's a window where I can't reignite it after it's already ignited once. Try it again. There we go. Success! And it was for a bonus, too. That was me. Something we needed to do to progress. Like missile explosions. Jump. Don't think we're allowed to move through fuel gel without taking damage at the moment. So we have to be very careful doing so. What is this? Oh, save the game. Alright, let's go left. Killed these things without any trouble before. They're easier than the ones we fought on the bridge. I'm gonna have to remember that I can use the hyper mode on bosses too. It's a lot of extra damage if you remember you can do it. Extreme cold could probably stop the flow. Okay, well I don't have extreme cold. And it does damage me. It's not super bad though. Where do I want to go here? I think I want to keep going this way? Yeah. Maybe we'll go this way later. For now we want to go this way. I believe the voice of Samus in this game, in the Prime games, is Jennifer Hale, right? I mean, she doesn't really talk. She just grunts and the like. You think having seal points healing you is problematic? Do you think that's true in the Prime games in particular, Spiky, or in games in general, would you say? Because I could hear the argument either way. Cool, Chaos, I'll take a look. I'll try to pimp it out. Speaking of pimping it out, so Chaos has a permanent game slot on the voting list, and his slot was what won the previous game. And he's looking to donate his slot to the game that everybody else votes for. It's like one person, one vote. So click his little straw poll link and vote for the games you want to see. I don't know if you set it up so you can do multiple votes, Chaos. And whichever one wins, he'll put it in the slot. He'll still have to get voted for to be played on stream with your points, but I can make sure it's something that everybody wants to check out. Oh yeah. Ludifex, I feel like that must have been one of the very first things that was ever done on the internet, right? Someone's gonna write the Rule 34 Bible at some point. In the beginning. Man, it's pretty nasty. I'm trying to take out this ship. Ship is down. Take out the remaining space pirates. Maybe. I don't know how straw poll works. That way people can vote. It's like the, you heard this is the best way to, like, decide where to go for a restaurant. There's lots of complex ways you can do it, but just say, who's good with this game? Who's good with this game? Who's good with this game? And see which game has the, or which, restaurant has the most hands. Oh yeah, I remember reading about that, Spiky. Do you have a link for that? The longest consistent written works. It's like significantly longer than War and Peace. It's not good. Definitely being used by Dark Samus. Rundas. Ice armor protects body, but can be ripped off if he was stunned. Use the flames in here in some way, right? Grading is connected to a local security switch. Damage the switch to open this panel. Current suit upgrades, okay. It's like that boss we just fought in Twilight Princess. Music is pretty sweet. It doesn't look like I can shoot the fuel gel underneath him. Thought maybe that was it. Okay, go, go, go. Rip it off! There we go. There we go. Some decent damage off with that. I do like that they make you choose between extra damage and extra health. Kind of nice for speedrunners too, I'm guessing. They don't really care about the health part of it. They just want to kill things as fast as possible. I'm gonna do that again just in case I need what I have remaining. Well, I need to get a super missile though. The regular missiles aren't all that great. Oh, he's using his PED thing now. I think he can get his armor back. I think he just does it at predetermined HP levels. Now he's got his armor back, okay. Must not be completely predetermined. Might be both. Probably try sinking one more energy tank on the PED to finish him off, assuming I don't take more damage than I'm taking right now. Come on, pull! Gotta be really careful now that I chose to do that and didn't get a kill off. Whoa! Got hit by the ice and died. Try that again. Cool fight though. I thought I was far enough away from the ice. I guess it's got a big splash radius around it though. I think there was a save room right outside here, right? Say Rundas sounds like an 80s rapper. Let's do it again. Don't know if it was worth using hyper mode at the end there when I only had one health tank left. I thought I was going to kill him, that it was going to do enough damage in one go, but it did not. Break those for the upgrades they bear. I get some more health back. Yeah. And I can use hyper mode again with impunity or closer to it. There we go. Where you going, buddy? Once I fill my health back up, I'll use it again. Well, once I fill my health back up and I get his armor back a second time, because he still has it on. Come on, come here, buddy. Come on. Where you at? Probably need to scan him again, though. I didn't realize that that's how that thing works. That you could like hold and charge. I thought you had to spam shoot it. Now I know. And we should be fine to finish him off this time. Next time we get his armor off. Ooh, Resident Evil 4 would be a good one. Resident Evil 4 is another one that's more important than it is good, right? Even though it's very good. Shame you can't dynamically edit it. I don't know what other kind of pull you could use that gives you more control over it. I've never actually used straw pull before. I just hear it's pretty standard. Got him that time. I just needed to charge it to get enough damage off. GG. Aw, poor guy. He was our friend. It's an easy way to get the ice beam, though. Creepy. Dark Sam seemed to look like a scary angel monster. Not okay with that. She probably should have taken the ice beam with her. Later, Loot Effects. Thanks for hanging out. My wrist is getting sore. Emote. Ice Missile. Cool. That's new, right? It's always been a nice beam. Let's get these upgrades. I like how they Make sure you can fill yourself back up after the dungeon. Let me work our way back to 1 now. Okay. Reminding us, don't leave yet. There's still something you have to do, buddy. Can you do anything with these? No. I love the unable to progress with current suit upgrades. Thank you. Love to see more and more of that in these kinds of games. You don't need to tell me what the solution is, just tell me if I'm not able to solve it yet. That's all I want to know. I think that is a good thing. I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't include that data. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. I think I lost anything, but I didn't hold it for too long. Oh, missiles are always ice missiles. Okay, I was excited to switch to that. Classic. Quite classic. Ice platforms. Means you really want to have a lot of missiles. Alright, where are we? Interact with this guy. There's a pumping one, right? Yeah, I suppose that's true, Spiky. Yeah, of having to double check and just memorize what, like, Denzium means and Talarak means and all that other stuff. Well, they're even using it sometimes for things that aren't, like, explodable, that are just, like, switches that you need to interact with. So I think they even take it to the next level, which is nice. I believe the little bugs on the walls are there to give you extra missiles if you run out, so you can still get through here. There's secret restock. Nice. Keep on moving. Oh, cool. Hand scanner. Bryonian data translated. Downfall. Look now to the time of battle, tribe against tribe. See fertile land swept clean of all living things by arcane nightmares, the hellish blasts of science. See the giant stone Moganars do battle, destroying the land with their titanic blows. Hear the undying scream of a planet racked by darkest war. The battles waged endlessly, and the resources needed to sustain our war machines were great. Bryyo too had become a casualty of the war. The air was filled with the smoke of battle, and the soil soaked with the toxins of pollution. This is kind of like the Krogan homeworld. Calamity after calamity visited the folk of Bryyo until a world once known for wonders became a scarred husk under the stars. Only a small region remained habitable until the survivors it went, bringing the war with them. Ouch. Nasty shell bug. Cool. Part of the Leviathan shield generator. Armor plating made of maldium. Leviathan seed has embedded itself within the planet. Alright, let's hit the switch.
Clearly, this is the source of the energy signature we detected.
Makes sense.
This generator is supplying power to the Leviathan's protective shield. You will be unable to destroy the generator with your current weapons. You must find a weapon capable of penetrating the generator's heavy armor.
Oh, I see. Maybe I should have gone the other direction first. Inaccessible from current location, unable to reach from the ground. Shield generator schematic. Alright, well, assume now I can do things in the other area that I previously wasn't able to do now that I have the ice missiles, so let's move along. Kept wanting to press and hold the plus button with the intent of bringing up my beam menu, but I think that this game, the beams are just flat upgrades like the earlier Metroid titles. You never have to pick between them, which, I don't know, I kind of prefer that. I like, it's cool that there's some kind of puzzle solving components in deciding which beam to use, but I think it distracts from the overall game mechanic and purpose. I think you can use other items that aren't beams to do that. Ice missile. This use of the ice missile kind of reminds me of this game Shadow Complex. It's a Metroidvania title for the Xbox 360. Xbox 360 arcade title. We'll play it on stream eventually. But the way that game does sequence breaking is instead of a morph bomb ball that you jump with, you have this like foam gun that you can shoot, and you can stack the foam on itself and use it to climb up areas. Alright, let's get to the other area. We probably need to go there first, technically. Yeah, very much like the Ice Heroes in Majora's Mask. It's cool. I like that use of them. I would have to kill these things, probably. Right. Oops. Fortunately, if you press it, you're not screwed. You just don't want to shoot the gun at all. It'd be really nice if I could summon it here, right? Yeah. You hear that chaos? Thought it was cool that they added achievements into this. Unusual for Nintendo, you know? Not usually their bag. So this way was previously completely inaccessible, so let's try it now that we can. Next. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, is this just a shortcut to go back? Probably. I think this is going to take us out the other side of a door that said it was one way. Oh, you can buy things with the achievement tokens? That's cool. What kind of stuff do you buy? Yeah, you can get an achievement for shortcut discovered. Sadly, the shortcut remains one way. 8th Emperor of the Mgeth Dynasty. Those are just made-up words. Empress. Now they're gender neutral. Up we go. We'll come back here. Pilot status deceased. That's right. We took care of that. Let's go to the other side. Playing Metroid Prime 3 for another 23 minutes or so. We'll do a quick sign off, summarize what's coming up for the rest of the week. Made some pretty good progress today. We want to go... This is where we are. This is where we have been. Thorn Jungle Air Dock. Off we go. So does Retro's... okay, I think I've asked this before. Retro does still exist as a company, right? They made Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, but they haven't been handed back the reins of Metroid, and there aren't any like true Metroid games on the horizon as far as anyone knows. Bonus of like concept art. That's still cool though. I like that they have that. Alright, let's see. I'm going this way. Does this thing have a PED Phazon thingy? Yes. Creature has entered hyper mode. Vulnerable to hyper mode attacks. Holy shit, yeah, it hits really hard. Good lord. I think the hyper mode is a brilliant idea. I hope that comes back in future, or some version of it comes back in future Metroid titles. The reason it's smart is that it lets you treat your energy tanks as a offensive resource, which is smart because you tend to get so many energy tanks that at some point the game stops being a challenge, and it lets you decide whether you want to use it or not. High amounts of crystallized fuel. Blow it up then. Later, Yahan. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you next time. Blowing up walls. Okay. Can't open this just yet, I don't think. Coming through the ceiling. Okay. Right on. Yeah, right. What other games let you use your health as a resource? It's a pretty classic MMO archetype. Yeah. You see it sometimes in like Dungeons and Dragons. I feel pretty strongly that anything can be a resource. If you're smart about how you deploy it. Like, you could have a game where, like, you know, gold is your resource. Doesn't always have to be HP. I think they did it.
Bunnies.
Bunnies is your resource? Yeah. You use bunnies. Think about anything that you collect in the game. You should be able to spend it in a clever way.
Pokemon already broke up.
The whole blood magic thing. Hit points are a unique resource because the amount of them you have, the number of hit points you have is irrelevant until your final hit point, right? It's like the thing on the wire where you only do 2 days of prison, the day you go in, the day you come out. You only have 2 hit point amounts. Anything above 1 and 0.
You may be able to use this facility to upgrade your ship. We are sending the coordinates to you now.
So giving you a risk-reward use for it helps. Yeah. Yeah, weapons, it's a good way to think of that, is using your hit points as a resource. Same with magic. In Magic the Gathering, skills that use life are almost always really good, and when they first came out in the game, they were very poorly balanced by wizards. They didn't really appreciate how using life to cast spells was not really a big penalty most of the time. Because, like, you know, the player who wins doesn't care about their life total. So long as it's not 0, they're going to keep using it. Can't use the command visor. Interesting. High amounts of maldium. Okay, I don't have the way to bust maldium yet. I assume I get that on this side. Whatever I'm ultimately doing over here. I think that was the little pop-up they just gave me, though. Oh, it's a new zone I haven't even been to yet, right? Hold on. No, this is its own zone, right? No, it's actually part of, I think maybe it's where I can land. Can't get through here. I think I have to go back. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, D-Rock. Bad, like busy? Whoa. They give you compelling reasons to use the energy tank system too. I think it's somewhere I can land. So we'll find out here in a second. They do make it easier to hit save points in this game since you're constantly going back and forth from your ship. It's a more segmented style. I'm sorry, man. I reach out across reality and over these United States. Send you my support. Right. Can I land here now? I thought it was like a new place I could land, but I don't think that's the case. Could try going back to the air dock and just keep progressing there. So it's like kind of linear. There may still could have been something I could have done in that room, but now that I have the ice missile, I just want to see if there's anything else obvious. Any other places I've already explored. God, those big, like, chained meteor-looking things. This planet, Elysium, is really, really pretty, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's see what we can find now that we got this ice missile. What does that unlock for us? Well, first of all, it opens white doors, of which we have a couple, so maybe this is right. Yes, it's a exceedingly cliched name. Well, I feel this way about that problem. Like, there's only so many words that we can draw on now. There's only so many phonemes that we can take advantage of. There's only so many feelings we can want to elicit using words. And it's gotten to the point where it's becoming very difficult to write fiction, to write creatively without reusing a name that someone else has used in some way, without making a very difficult to remember name, so to speak. Like, an example is like, you know, the Others are a thing in Game of Thrones. They're also a thing in Lost, or not The Lost, in Lost. And they change it on the TV show to avoid confusion, but it's very, very challenging. Okay, Dieter, no worries. I was able to test it with Ganymede Native this morning, so I think we should be good to go. She wants to play. Let her know she can join. The more people, the better. Maybe. I saw that Ganymede Native printed up really nice bomb manuals for you too. Fate Line God. I'd actually get to a point, you know, this comes up a lot when you're writing as a dungeon master for D&D, where you're like, man, all the good names have been taken by all my favorite fiction. I can't name things what I want to name them. Just name them what you want to name them. Like, if anything, you can draw on that. You can draw on the fact that your players will recognize the name and make a connection there. Kind of like what Magic does now with a lot of their top-down design. Go this way first. I probably need to go the other way, though. Let's see. It's probably just like an energy tank or something, or probably more likely a missile expansion. Yup. Chunk. Yeah, missile expansion. What is this guy? Gamer. Non-aggressive bioform. It makes more sense for the pillars. Sephiroth is another thing from the Kabbalah, Hebrew mysticism. So that's the thing that's frustrating, is that, like, you know, just because Final Fantasy VII is the first game to to take Sephiroth. Now, if people are afraid to use the word Sephiroth in their games or in their movies or their books. People think, oh, they're just ripping off Final Fantasy VII. It's like, well, we're all taking turns ripping things off. Everything is a ripoff. Let's go this way. I feel like content creators shouldn't have to wince, though, whenever they use a name that's been used in some other work. Names shouldn't be a major issue for that, I think. Man. Oh, I think I just have to climb up this way. Doing it the stupid way. There we go. It looks like you shouldn't have to do that, but those are mostly there for you to cross from the top, I guess. Alright, we want to go that way? Yeah, that way. So we're going to turn right whenever we can. Let's go straight here. Oh, this makes it kind of hard to tell which way we're going. We just go right. Yeah, that's right. Try to confirm that suspicion. Confirm or disconfirm that suspicion. No, that's not right either. Wait, maybe it is. No, it's totally not right. We are in the right room, though. Ish. Excuse me, princess. What's this guy's issue? Yeah, I must have missed this before. More lore. Let's say. Golden Age. Look now to the past and see the time of peace on Bryyo. See the age of gold where our world was a paradise unrivaled. Hear the songs of joy fill the streets of the royal city as the people honor the coming of Bryus I, the liberator. Behold the launch of our first ship to the stars on that day, and witness the rise of science of a new Bryyo. See this and see the beginning of our downfall. This is the first one I should have read. We got some kind of upgrade in here and I just didn't even notice the lore. There was lore just chilling there and I missed it. There's another door. This door I just came from. Hold on. Is it like right in here maybe? Up. Let's take a close look. No, this looks right. It's not the way we want to go. This way. It's kind of hard to tell because of the way the room is designed. Where are we here? Ah, yeah, that's it. So we're gonna jump straight over. Whoop. Keep going this way. I think this is all right. Right? Yeah. Oh, I guess it's technically on this side. We don't have to go this way. Go here instead. Although there's a what looked like a morph ball spot, but isn't actually a morph ball spot. There we go. This way. Take this to the end. There's a white door we can open. Hopefully it leads to something important. Which is a ship, right? There's two entrances. Let's check them both out. One feels a little bit more secret than the other one. This might only be intended to be on the way out. Nope, it was a double jump spot. Forte doesn't do too much damage. Oh, interesting. What am I doing up here? Getting a missile expansion. Cool. Nice. That was a cool little secret. You're a cool little secret. Get back out of dodge. Whoa. Go right across here. Alright, what's going on in this building? Oops. Alright, we scanned this. This was our map room. Got us access to more places to land on the ship, which I thought was pretty neat. We weren't able to cross this before, but now we can, because we have magic ice missiles. Cool way to use the ice missiles. It's up to this guy. Ryonian labor golem appears deteriorated but functional. Cool. Nice. Now we're in Termina. Samus is Deku Samus. He jumps back up if I go back in him. Such hubris. Large battery's been removed. Say brimstone was... Okay, that answers that. Brimstone is missiles. Find something that can burn through this. Yeah. Fuel gel soaked. Restrained and unable to move. Look who's trying to reach for the control unit. Cool. So I'm probably gonna like solve this room and then head towards the save point. This room seems a little complex though. I think once they're frozen, you're not really getting any extra benefit out of it. You can't like shoot them with 2 missiles. Aw, don't shoot me like that, buddy. Cool. Load up. And you needed to kill them in order to progress through the puzzles in this room. What does it say? Golem control unit. Transfer energy from the slot to the connected golem. He wants to move, but he can't. Ah, but we have progress. We burn one of them off. Now what happens if we do it again now that he has got a leg free? Nothing. Okay, I gotta just get the other one. It's gonna remove all of his restraints, it looks like. Nope. Use it as a platform. Not as a platform per se. Oh wait, I can use it to cross in there, can't I? Cool. Rock and roll. Yeah, nice. This is a cool puzzle. I think a lot of the puzzles in this one are very clever, in addition to it having fun boss mechanics. Like, they've got bigger set pieces for a lot of the puzzles that you're doing. Like, instead of, you know, oh, go press the switch so that the door opens, it's like, go, you know, blow up the tether from the giant rock golem so that it burns off and it can escape and hit the switch you need it to hit. More kind of rule of cool sort of things. But you can kind of follow the tethers to see where you're supposed to go as well. Yeah. One more we gotta hit. You just burn this thing? Yeah, cool. Alright. Give him energy. Come on, Golem buddy. Oh, that's freaking radical. Oh, that was so cool. Nice.
Samus, we have uncovered more information regarding your condition.
What's up, Aurora unit?
It appears that once activated, the unique Phazon inside your body overreacts after several seconds. We did not foresee this problem when we gave you the PED, and unknowingly, we put you in grave danger.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's it. You're sorry.
It will not be possible to counter Dark Samus without the PED. You must be careful in using it.
Alright.
In the meantime, we will continue to investigate this unique Phazon.
Jerk. Cool. Very nice, very nice. Jump. I don't know, man. I get that, like, the popular opinion is that Metroid Prime 1 is the best, but I think I really like this one a lot. After you get past the opening part where there's all these other NPCs talking to you all the time, and the very non-Metroid-y part to tutorial at the beginning. But, like, as far as the level design goes, not even just, like, the game design, but the level design, how the puzzles are constructed, what it is that you're actually doing from place to place. This game is really, really cool. Localized explosive splash could cause complete structural failure. I like all those words. It is 6 o'clock, so next time I hit a save point, I'm saving and signing off for the night. Should be relatively soon, I think. No, that didn't quite do what I wanted to do. What's this down here? Ah. Sure. Boom, 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 boom. You have to burn the rope. Grinning Colossus. If you haven't played it, look up You Have to Burn the Rope. Like a Congo game. It's very, very short. It's maybe 5 minutes long. But you should play it, it's funny. Alright, moving along. Alright, so I should be able to call my ship here, which means I should be able to save from this room. That's good. So let's do that part. Call the ship. We'll know what to do next time. Must be free of obstructions. What the hell are the obstructions? Oh, that giant device in the center. Alright, well, there is a save room here. Oh, I'm going to be upgrading my ship. Oh, that's cool. Because I need to bust open the thing, and it's, like, not within range of me. That's kind of cool. That's pretty neat, as they say. What does it say?
Hostile life forms detected.
Oh, great.
Security lockdown.
I'm not a hostile life form. Alright, these are, but they're not a big deal.
Hostile life forms detected. Initiating security lockdown.
Harder for you to teleport away when you're frozen, isn't it, buddy? Kaboom. Hey, these guys. What's up, buddies? I see, so you don't really get the freebie instant kill anymore like you used to with the ice attack. It is quite a bit more useful now, though. Get him. go. There's one more of them, right? Jump up somewhere. Get it? I think we got it. Can you let me do the thing now, game? Come on. Terminal controls, missile racks, ship upgrade system and standby. No ship present to upgrade. Alright, well, I can fix that. Unable to use landing pad while bay doors are closed? Okay, so I have to open the bay doors. God. People and your demands! Physical stress could pull the platform out. Alright. Can do that. I gotta climb up in this room somehow, though. Use this guy to go up, right? Ride the elevator. We go. Either of those are rollable. Both rollable. Oh, cool. That's neat. It's one of those pull out and turn. 1 energy cell acquired. Okay, cool. Depowered something. I can't do yellow doors yet. Maybe that's going to be for later in the game. Those are the blast doors, right? Engage the manual override. Is that the whole point of climbing over to this side, I think, maybe? Okay, there's this door here. Which, to my knowledge, I shouldn't be able to open, right? Only high temperature beams can disrupt the beam and open the door. I don't have a high temperature beam. Don't know if I'm allowed to be able to have one yet. Check my map, yeah. This is a place where I'm supposed to be. Don't think the high temperature beam is something I'm supposed to be able to do yet, though, so let me keep looking around. I see there's a panel I can pull off a wall, but I can't get close enough to it. Where else could I go in this room? Let's go up the elevator again, see what we can see. Yeah, I'm excited to play it, D-Rock. One I'd like to do off stream too as like a party game. I will pull chat for help. Is there a way? Okay, I gotta get up to that bay door control system. Is there a way for me to get up there? Or do I need to have another upgrade? I think I need another upgrade to get there. In that case, I should just go back to the save point. Not that long of a walk. We're running over time, so let's just go back to the old save point. I think I might need to get another upgrade. I just don't know where to go to get it. I need the plasma beam or whatever its equivalent is in this game. Probably the plasma beam. It's the right way, right? So. This looks right. It's with the big robot. Yeah. Alright, hit this guy, he'll turn us around. He like jumps up off the wall. Does he do like a wall jump off this thing? Cool. So we can climb up manually in the future when we get the screw attack, like in Metroid Prime 2. Jump. Keep going. Open sesame. There you go. Jump. Hey Skyhawk, thanks for the hosts. Alright, let's see. We want to go right. Yes. Not this right, though. This right. Jump. Go. Not really worried about these things at the moment. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I think the morph ball is technically faster when you're not on a upslope. It's definitely faster when you get the boost ball. I've seen that's how a lot of speedrunners will just move through the whole game. They're always in morph ball mode. Cool, guys. Game saved. Let me give you a heads up of what's coming up next. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is our free play day, and we're using it to play 3 games this time. We're doing Mario Maker from noon to 3, Smash 3DS from 3 to 6, and then from 6 to 7:30 we're doing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, which is a really cool new game. Came out just this past week, where one person is trying to disarm a bomb, and that's what the screen you guys will see, and then other people, any number of other players, have a bomb manual. They can't see the bomb, but the person disarming the bomb has to describe the bomb using words to the people with the manual, and the people with the manual have to give instructions, like, you know, cut the blue wire or whatever. It's a bunch of little puzzles. Very cool. I think it'll be fun to watch. We're playing that with Ganymede Native and Dietriarch. On Thursday, we're playing Valkyria Chronicles from noon to 3, and then we're having a subscriber block from 3 to 6. Patrons on Patreon are submitting the games we're playing. We're doing Uncharted from Haypax. We're doing Brigandine from Sanguine Haze. And then 5 to 6, we're doing another game that's, I don't know, off the top of my head. I'll pull up the schedule and come back to it. Friday is going to be Mass Effect 3 from noon to 3, and Valkyria Chronicles from 3 to 6. The Thursday sub-block game is going to be Super Brothers at the end of the day. This Saturday, we're going to be doing another short, abbreviated catch-up stream to try to beat some of the games we have in our backlog. This Saturday is going to be Silent Hill 2 from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So we'll look forward to seeing you guys for that. We're making some pretty good progress on Silent Hill. I think it'll just be a couple more 2-hour sessions, and we'll be getting closer to beating it. I'm going to check to see if there's one of the streamers that I'm following who's currently online. We can throw him a little boost. Give me 1 second to pull that up. Try not to send you to a Spanish language channel either. Sorry about that. Gogums used to be English language only for the longest time, but maybe he decided to change his niche. I knew he was multilingual. Let's go with RTLO Zelda, and that's a real life friend of my wife Andrea, a real life coworker from Fermilab back in the day when she was an undergrad. So let me put the channel ID in chat here. And I'll throw her host. Thanks, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of your Tuesday night, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow for Mario Maker, Smash, and Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Good night.